Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Rurouni Kenshin, episode number 19 reaction. Okay, before I begin, I'm 1 week lagging. Episode 20 came out this week and I'm reacting to episode 19. Unfortunately, previous week something came up. I wasn't able to record and I wasn't able to record from that point onwards. So today finally, now that I have obviously like the time to do it, I'm 1 week lagging. So this is going to continue like this unless and until I find a day where I might be able to do 2 episodes, or this might go up until the end of the season because I don't think there's many episodes left. I think like there's 24 or 25 episodes. I'm not really sure how many, but we're almost at the end. So, like I'll probably be lagging 1 week behind, unfortunately. So, yeah. So, today I'll be reacting to episode 19, even though episode 20 came out. And next week I'll do to episode 20, like this. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Now, the previous episode, what happened was we began a new arc, I'm guessing. Here, Sanosuke meets his friend, the friend that he had, when he walked with, Sagara and all that. And he hasn't been able to let go of that vengeance. And he has been planning, plotting to do, to attack I forgot the name of the place, that official place in the home ministry or something. I forgot the name. They're going to attack there. He's going to attack there, and told Sanosuke to join him. Obviously Sanosuke cannot let him get out of that situation. He wasn't able to convince him to give up, so Sanosuke by the end of it decided to go along with him. Before that, he gave like a little party out to everyone, treated them to food and everything. And yeah, Kenshin realized something is weird. He kept an eye, and he knows what's happening now. So today, I'm guessing we're probably going to see them try to attack that place, and Kenshin might actually come and stop them because Kenshin was awake at that time when they left. So let's see what happens. So yeah, episode number 19. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy, here we go. Hmm. Well, I don't think he's going to let that happen. He's awake. Obviously, he's going to. Hmm. Yep, he is awake. All right, let's see. Oh boy. Here we go. Damn. Yep, that's a distraction. I see. Damn. Okay, it makes sense. I was thinking he was going to go in guns blazing, even though they don't have any guns, bombs blazing. But, so yeah, obviously, if they try to do that, the guards will come and arrest them quickly. So they decided to make a distraction here, go in, and then do the job, which I guess is smart because they wouldn't be able to win, directly fighting. Hmm. Hmm. Sunan and Nishiki paintings. Hmm. Oh, he was forced to come rather. Ah, what's happening? Oh, Kenshin's there. I was wondering when he's going to come. Hmm. Damn. Well. Yep. Okay. No, he came here to stop you too. Both of them. Yeah, but he has his own ideals, and yeah. Well, damn. The only way he discriminates people is like if there's an imperialist or like yeah, that's not gonna work. He cut the fuse. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Wait. One. Wait. No. Oh, he dodged it. Okay. Bro, you're wasting all your bombs over here. Yep. Yeah, you cannot. Oh god. Hmm. Whoa. Oh, that's why he dodged it. Bruh. He dodged it to make a hole. No, he would have come here to stop you before that. Yeah, but he definitely planned on coming and stopping him before he went to that stage. That's why he's here from the beginning. Okay, that ended pretty quickly. I wasn't expecting that though. I thought that it's going to be more trouble. But yeah, I guess if you think about it, like compared to him, Genshin is way more. Oh, they took all the bombs. Oh well. Hmm. Yeah. Great. Here we go. What the hell is that? Whoa! Oh my god. Okay, I don't think it's going to work. Oh my god. Whoa! Wait, where did he get that bomb from? He left. Okay, quickly go to the home ministry. He probably headed towards there. God damn. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he has to change him. Like Kenshin can stop all of this, but to stop it from the core. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, he's so tired. That's why he's like, taking so long to. Oh, the. Damn! Oh my god. Oh, there you go. Alright, knock some sense into him. Um, he just looks at people as if they're imperialists or if they're not. That's how he looks at people. Well, because. Oh, alright, you know what? Yeah, knock some sense into him. Oh my god, here we go. Yeah? Well, Sanosuke have changed. He wasn't just sitting down for so many years. Yeah, obviously, he's way more stronger. Bro, what I. Yeah, Sanosuke is way more like tougher. You can see that none of his punches are really doing anything to him. Damn. Ugh. Like, yeah, like what are you saying? Exactly. Like their captain never told them to go into like a revenge. Yeah. What? Yeah, everything doesn't really revolve around. Yep, while all of this is happening, you were just there making bombs. Like, this is what it is. Like, they're making a change, unlike you, who's just shackled by the past. Exactly. Like what he has been doing wasn't really, like, you're just stagnating. Like, the captain told them to change the world themselves. That in itself is the thing that they should have done, or he should have done. He never understood that. Yeah. Yep. If you have time to pout, then stand up and do something better. That'll at least change the world. He said he's going to bury it. So, yeah, there you go. Well, he uses a sakamoto. Haven't you seen? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, he threw it quite hard. That was a flash bomb, wasn't it? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Right. That takes care of that. Oh, is oh, they probably bought it. Ha. Bro. Oh, he did that before. You remember that one that he tackled? Yeah. Yeah, he paints, so why doesn't he you know, do something in that way? Like, there's a lot of people who, like writes stuff and paints, and that's how they protest against, corruption and everything. Wait, did he not? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, okay. A painting or something? Final Nishiki painting. Ah, there you go. Yep. Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. That was the end of this arc. Hmm. Okay, there you go. Oh, wait, there's still something left? Oh, that guy. I forgot his name. What was his name? The one who knows Kenshin? Hmm. What the? Shishio's group. Who's that? Oh, whoa. Someone. Oh, there's someone else. Never mind. Okubo. Okay, so this is this group, Shishio group. Okay, that is it. All right. So that was this episode. This was episode number 19. Now, excuse me. This was the end of this arc, and obviously it kind of went like I expected it to. Obviously, like I was like, yeah, definitely they will not be able to do anything because Kenshin will come and probably stop them before that. And because if they somehow do something, like Sanosuke will get arrested. I doubt they're going to let that happen. Kenshin's going to let that happen when he saw them going on that mission. So I was like, yeah, he's definitely going to come and stop them before they do something irreversible. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens. Now, however, I wasn't really expecting how it was going to like in the first part of the episode, they quickly resolved that whole section. But the next part was very interesting, where we get to see that stopping him from doing that isn't really an answer, but the answer was to, obviously, as Kenshin says, I'm going to stop this thing. However, Sanosuke, your job is a bigger job. You have to change him, from the inside, because you're the one who knows, you're the only person who knows him from his childhood. You can only do something. So that was the more important part, obviously. Like you can, you can stop the symptoms of something. However, to cure that thing, you have to properly take care of, like the thing and target the root cause. So taking care of the symptoms was Kenshin's job. He already did that. He stopped them from doing anything, and yeah. And then taking care of the root problem was obviously Sanosuke's job, which he also does in the end. He is able to make him change his mind. Isn't able to make him completely change his mind. Obviously, Katsuo still thinks that Kenshin. I doubt he has a good impression of Kenshin still, even after all of that. And he still hates all the imperialists and everything. But he has decided to, like do it in a more productive manner instead of just, like throwing out bombs and stuff. He's decided to make like illustrated newspaper, and properly, like fight against this, and make people understand what's going on. Yeah, he's going to come through a lot of resistance, when he does this as well. A lot of, like, from the government, people will probably try to stop him from doing this and everything, but he has decided he's going to go in this way, in his own way. He's going to fight against the corrupt government, and that is the proper way to do it, instead of like just throwing bombs and making a ruckus. Like nothing's going to happen like that. Like they're just going to dismiss you as a terrorist, and everything will just, all that you did will not matter by the end of it. Instead, Sekiho army will probably get a worse reputation that it already had, and obviously that is one thing that he didn't want. So he was saying something about, he's saying like, I was going to go and commit seppuku in front of everyone, they'll understand then. No, if you did something like that, they'll probably just suppress that whole incident. Nobody will get to know that. And even if someone gets to know what you have done, they'll probably dismiss it as someone like going crazy and doing something. They'll probably dismiss you as like a mental patient or something. Like that's what they're going to do. Obviously, like it's not going to work like that. Like what are you on about? So yeah, and Sanosuke made him realize that. Another very important thing that was, like that Sanosuke told him was that what you're doing here isn't really like in any way constructive. And he says that, you see, Kaoru, Yahiko, Megumi, all these people, not only them, but everyone else in this place, they are living their own life. They are trying to do something productive with their life. Obviously everything isn't good in their life as well. A lot of people went through a lot of things. Kaoru went through a certain set of situations. Yahiko went through a certain set of situations. Megumi's situation was the most worst situation. She was like completely involved, like in a whole criminal like enterprise, and she was able to get out of that, and she's trying to make something of her life now by helping other people. Everyone has their own past. You're not the special one. They had their past and they were able to get over it, and they're now doing something that is like for everyone's good. Kaoru's teaching students in the way of swordsmanship, how to not take a life, the life-giving swordsmanship, that one. Yahiko's trying to get his honor back, and be an upstanding human being. Megumi is helping the people, and it's like a way of her making amends for all the bad stuff that she has done from before. Every person is doing their part. What have you been doing? You were just holed up in your room, keeping your grudge inside of you, like seething in revenge and trying to like making plans on destroying and making a ruckus. What you are doing is obviously going to involve a lot of innocent people as well. Those guys, those two guards who were in front, like what about them? He went and attacked the home ministry. What I'm trying to say here is like not everyone is involved in what he's trying to say. All the people that are involved, like are in the whole ministry, I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably wants good for this country. There's definitely corrupted people there, obviously, but to involve those good people as well in your indiscriminate, yeah, like the way you're doing it, like it's like you're not discriminating, you're not like, like really like you're involving other innocent people in your whole thing as well, just to just to teach some corrupt people a lesson. You're involving other people who probably has nothing to do in it as well, and we're probably trying to make this place better. That is not good at all. So as Sanosuke said, try to do something like these people that I've met, the way they are changing other people's, trying to change other people's lives, the way they are not really wallowing in their sorrow or in their revenge, be like them. I'm pretty sure that is what our captain wanted as well. Because yeah, did his captain want this? Did his captain ever want to see a world where he is going to try to make like an example and try to like do these type of bad things and try to make other people? Did he want that? Obviously not. The world now is obviously not okay. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of corruptions and stuff are going on, but that doesn't mean that everything is bad. There's some good part of it as well. So what he should do is try to enhance that good part instead of trying to like go in the opposite direction and make a complete mess out of it. So that thing. And yeah, obviously, like like as he says that his captain always told them to be ready for the peace times, be ready for, like, I remember that I think in the previous episode only we got to see the flashback where he said something like Katsuhiro and Sanosuke, the next era that is going to come will be an era of peace. Like you guys will be able to like do a lot of things that we weren't able to do. Like we will be able to live freely, this and that, and he said all of these things, and he was obviously he was very looking forward to it. Yeah, what happened after that was obviously unfortunate. They got betrayed and everything, but what he envisioned about the world of being a peaceful world, even though everything is not as he envisioned, at least part of it got realized. Yeah, people are in peace now. A lot of corruption is obviously happening, but people are in peace. But what Katsuhiro is doing here is completely like taking his like vision, like it's like a tunnel vision. He's not looking at the good part, only looking at the bad part, and thinking like like, yeah, I should completely go against this and revolt against this. But thinking about it from a broad perspective, him doing it is not going to do anything. It's not going to change anything. It's going to make problems in the future. So yeah, do something positive. Basically that. His captain definitely would have wanted that. His captain definitely wouldn't have wanted these two to just destroy their lives fighting for revenge. Obviously not. So yeah, and it was a good message in the end, how they show us that how all the people here, like Yahiko, Megumi, Kaoru, everyone, even Kenshin as well, they are trying to, they had their past, but now they have been able to go against it, stand up against it, and they are like trying to do something better with their life. And just like that, he should do that as well. So yeah, in the end, he decides to give up on his extremist way of protesting, and he decided to take a more, I guess you could say, like a non-violent way of protesting by writing newspapers, illustrating in newspapers. And yeah, that will also, a lot of opposition will come against that as well. But what he's doing now is not at least harming other people. He's not really trying to be violent or anything. He's doing it in a more peaceful way, and that's way better than what he was doing up until now. Yeah, right, that was this episode. That was a great episode. And in the end, there was a section where they talk about the Shishio group or something. I'm curious as to who those people are. I'm guessing we'll get to see that in the future episodes. All right, now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the beginning part of this episode, as we saw, like, they went in trying to attack the home ministry, and their plan was to make a distraction at the gate, going from the behind, which obviously was a better plan because like they couldn't really just go in directly. A lot of like guards are there, they'll get arrested. That was the plan, and then they start doing it, and it kind of works. The people, the guards, they are kind of like gather around the front gate, so they take that opportunity to go in the back, climb up, and get inside. But then Kenshin's already waiting there. So Katsu is like wait, why is he here? Who is he? And Sanosuke is like, oh, he's the Hitokiri Battosai and everything. And like Katsu always looks at people if they're imperialist and if they're not. That's how he sees people. Oh, you're an imperialist. I don't care about you. You are a normal person. Okay, fine. That kind of thing. And seeing Kenshin here, he immediately just assumed that he's here to working for the government and this and that. Like the fact that he's here to stop them from doing like terrorism. Literally, they're committing terrorism here. The fact that he's here to stop them from doing that never really crosses his mind. All he thinks at this point of time is that, oh, he's from the government, that's why he's doing this. My god. But anyways, like we all know that's how his whole mind was completely molded. For 10 years he has been like this. This was his way of looking at the world. Like, oh, imperialist, bad people, other people, good people. That's how he looked at everything. So now obviously that is what he's doing. He's like, oh, you government dog, you're here to stop me. And he starts throwing the bombs at him. But this is Kenshin we're talking about. He just cuts the fuse, And he then chucks a few more bombs. Kenshin cuts a few of the other fuses as well. And the final one, he kind of dodges. And it blasts off. And he's like, oh, I got him. But Sanosuke is like, no, he just dodged it. Now, at this point, I was also kind of thinking, wait, why did he dodge it? Like, all the others he cut, why did he dodge that? Which we get to know later on. He dodged that so that it will make a hole in the wall. So that they will get out of it. that was smart. But anyways, when he's going to chuck some more bombs in, Sanosuke stops him. And Sanosuke's like, stop it. Enough is enough. You can see this is not going to go as you think it is. And Sanosuke knows Kenshin's power, so he knows that in no way can they get go against Kenshin and accomplish this. In no way that is possible. And also Sanosuke, the whole situation, Sanosuke was kind of going along with him. He would definitely help him if he was actually doing it. But obviously Sanosuke was also trying to look for an opportunity to bring him out of this. That's why now that he's found the opportunity that Kenshin is here, he's like, yeah, you know what, time to leave. And sometimes you do something, like someone tells you to do something and you're kind of like, okay, I don't want to do it, but if he's doing it, let me go along. And you kind of go along with them. And then in the middle of the journey, if you realize that, wait, this situation is kind of bad, we shouldn't have done this from the beginning, you're like, you know what, dude, come on, let's go back. That kind of thing. That was literally what Sanosuke was doing here. Obviously, he didn't want to do this. But the fact that his friend would go alone on this mission, and even if he didn't go with them, he'd just go alone. That probably made him go along with him. And now that he's seeing that, in no way can we pull this off, he found an opportunity to make Katsu realize that, yeah, it's not possible to do something in this situation. Let's go back. And that's why he took this opportunity. And he was like, yeah, come on, Katsu, let's go. But Katsu's like, oh no, I don't, you betrayed me, you're siding against that imperialist, this and that. And he keeps yapping about this. Sanosuke just punches him and knocks him out. And he's like, yeah, let's go. Time to go home. And Sanosuke asks Kenshin, would you have gone against me if, we went too far? And Kenshin's like, yeah, I would have done that. But in my opinion, I'm pretty sure that Kenshin, since he knew this was going to happen, in no way would Kenshin let them go too far. He'd stop them before that. So this question in itself that Sanosuke asks, that if I went too far, would you actually come and stop me and like go against me? And that question in itself is a question that didn't need to be answered, because Kenshin knew that this was going on, and he definitely would come and stop them before they did something that they were too late to back out of. And that is why, yeah, like, but he says like, yeah, I would have definitely done it. So he's like, thanks. This wasn't there another anime where, which anime was that, where there was an anime where someone was like, if I do something bad, will you scold me? And what was that? And the other person was like, yes. Oh no. Oh, Fate. Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. Sakura, yeah, asked Emiya, asked Shiro that, oh, senpai, if I become bad, if I do something bad, will you scold me? And he was like, yes. Yeah, it's kind of similar to that, like Sanosuke was like, if I went too far, would you stop me? And he's like, yeah, obviously, And he's like, thanks. And yeah, anyways, okay, so they bring him home. He wakes up, Katsu wakes up, and the first thing he does is like check out where are his bombs. His bombs are gone, obviously, like who would keep it there? And Sanosuke is like, oh, Kenshin took them and he's going to bury them. And now he's mad. He's like, oh, you betrayer, you betrayed me. I'm going to do this on my own. You brought him over here, this and that. And like Sanosuke is trying to make him snap out of it. And he's like, come on, man, like just think about it. Like what the hell are you doing? And he doesn't listen. He's like, oh, I'm not going to listen to you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in front of them and commit seppuku in front of them. Maybe that will change some mind. Maybe that will make, like, spread the message that, oh, like, we're trying to change this world, this and that. And Sanosuke's like, come on, man, it's not going to do anything. Like, what are you on about? But he doesn't listen. He puts, like, a smoke bomb out. I wonder where he got that from. It was probably in his pocket or something. I don't know. He probably had that one smoke bomb, one or two of them. He uses another one later, against those guards. So I think he had like 2 or 3 of them in his pockets. So he uses one, gets out of there. Yeah. And, there was a little section where we got to see that Kenshin told Sanosuke that from here onwards, this is your job. Like, I stopped you guys from doing this, but now changing his mind is your job. So yeah, Sanosuke is trying to find where he is while Katsu is running, and he comes across a few guards and uses the bombs. Like it makes like a whole ruckus. Sanosuke realizes where he is, and he quickly goes off and finds Katsu and tackles him to the ground. And he's like, yeah, and then they start having a little quarrel. Katsu's accusing Sanosuke of betraying him and bringing the like Kenshin here, and he's like, obviously I didn't do that. Like he came here, he probably got to know from the beginning, that's why he was here. I don't know where he goes and what he does, and yeah, and he like spits on him. Sanosuke punches him and he's like, give me back my 10 years, and yeah, but then for a moment Katsu takes out the knife, and Sanosuke was very disappointed. Sanosuke was like, dude, you're really going to do that? I'm here unarmed and you're picking up a knife? And then, he also drops the knife and he's like, you know what? I don't need that. And Sanosuke's like, yeah, you know what? Fair enough. At least you're not that rotten that you're going to use a weapon against someone who's unarmed. So yeah, they start their fist fight, and obviously Sanosuke is way stronger. And like, it doesn't even matter that if they were strong before or like, how strong they were compared to each other. The fact that this, like, Katsu was like holed up in his room just like painting and making bombs while Sanosuke was out there like fighting against people clearly shows that Sanosuke is way stronger now. And you can literally see in the battle he was punching Sanosuke and Sanosuke wasn't even flinching, while Sanosuke was giving him one punch and he was completely just so yeah, like his punches were working, but it wasn't really working at the same time. Sanosuke just firmed it. Like, this is the guy who firmed like like a blade and everything, like he's so strong, his head is so strong and everything. We saw that, yeah, in front of Katsu, who has just been holed up in a room for 10 years, just painting and trying to earn money for making bombs. Yeah, in no way this is any fair competition. So yeah, Sanosuke wins automatically, but Katsu is not happy. Katsu's like, I cannot lose, like if I lose, all my 10 years will be gone and this and that. And he gets pretty pissed off, tackles him to the ground. The same attack that, like he used before when they were kids, and starts hitting him. And Sanosuke just takes it and he's like, come on, man, like just stop. Yeah, and here's one part that really pisses Sanosuke off. Where's that part? Okay, when did you learn from the what did you learn from the Sekiho army and our captain? um yeah, and he says, yeah, like what have you learned from us? And when he says that, it pisses Sanosuke pretty much off because obviously, like he was being a hypocrite here. He was talking about, oh, you don't remember what our captain taught us, and Sanosuke's like, the hell are you talking about? Did our captain teach us to go on a quest for revenge and be a terrorist? Was that what our captain taught us? Because that's what you're doing now. I don't think that's what our captain taught us either. Because yeah, like he's talking about the captain's teachings, while he himself was doing something that is farthest from his captain's teachings. And that's why this pisses off Sanosuke pretty much, and he's like, enough about it, like what the hell are you doing? What have you been doing? Our captain told us to be productive members of the society. In a nutshell, that's what he told us to do. What were you doing? Making bombs, holding up in your room and trying to make a mess of the little amount of peace that we have been able to get? Yeah, this place is corrupted. This government is corrupted. That doesn't mean that, like we are still at peace. It is a peaceful era. What are you doing? Are you trying to change it in any positive way? No, you're trying to make more violence. And he then talks about Kaoru, Yahiko, and Megumi and his friends, all of them, and he's like, all these people, they had their past, they had their life somehow altered by this whole situation, but they're still standing up and they're trying to do something better for this world. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're trying to make it even worse. That's what you're doing. And he says, like, I'm sure that is not what our captain was aiming for as well. Yeah, what happened to our group was obviously unfortunate. The people who betrayed us and all that stuff that happened, that was definitely like something that nobody of us wanted. But what you're doing now is not something that our captain would want. This is not the future that our captain wanted to see. And yeah, he's like, well, then what am I supposed to do? And Sanosuke's like, what you have been doing is only trouble. What you're doing now is just not, it's tarnishing our reputation even more. It's like, yeah, what you're doing is counterproductive. That's it. So try to do something actually productive. And he stops and then he like starts carrying him. And he asks like, where is the Batosai? And he's like, oh, he's probably burying the bombs somewhere. And he's still pretty much like, like pissed off at Kenshin. And he's like, oh, like that government dog, I don't trust him, this and that. But Sanosuke says like, no, like you don't understand him. He's just like us. He doesn't think well of how the government is run right now. No, because he was part of creating the current government. He feels it even more than that, which is true, because Kenshin was part of the imperialists, and he knows that what has happened then, as a direct result for that, is the government that has been formed now. He knows that, and he probably feels more involved in this situation more than us, and he probably blames himself more than us because of that. And yeah, he says that the fact that he himself was a Hitokuri Battosai, that in itself was definitely one of the main reasons why he couldn't just stand by and watch us do something shady, because he has been in that he has walked that path, and he doesn't want any of us who still haven't walked the path to walk the same path that he has walked. Yeah. Okay. The Sekiho army was a squad that lived under the ideals of equality for the four classes. We cannot tarnish its name after all this time. And he's like, oh no, I don't care if it's pure or tarnished. I don't care if he, If I have to bring out a point across, I'm going to do it any way possible. But then Sanosuke is like, but that then would be a fake, fake Sekio army. We like our ideas were not that. What you're saying is that we'll do anything to get our point across. That would mean we're a fake art, we're a fake version of the previous Sekio army that our captain made. You're not really doing it. You're just tarnishing our whole thing. It's going to destroy our reputation as well. And here he kind of remembers a person telling him that, oh, this painting, it doesn't sell because it's like a fake of the fake imperial army. Yeah, and he now realizes. And then Kenshin has finished burying the bombs, and he takes out a flash bomb and throws it up in the air, and it kind of lights up the sky, and they kind of look at it. Obviously, that was a symbolic way of showing that, like in the darkness, there is still hope, or the light of hope is still there shining. Kind of like that, I'm guessing. Anyways, that was that. And here, later on, after coming back home, Kasu decides to become an illustrator, a newspaper illustrator, because he remembers his captain telling him when they were fighting, he was fighting against Sanosuke, that you do you in your own way win, try to do something good. And yeah, you have your own way of fighting, so everyone has their own way of fighting, and he realized that this is my way of fighting from here onwards. So he decided to become an illustrator and kind of protest against the wrongdoings of the government like that. Later on, Kenshin and Sanosuke are walking around, and they come across that guy who was selling them those paintings, and he's like, oh, like Sunan Sensei has sent something for you. And he gives him like a painting, the final painting that he drew, and he says like he's become like an illustrator, newspaper, and he's going to protest against the government, this and that. And yeah, the final painting that he drew, you can see Captain Sagara is in a way more he's kind of smiling. He's all in the previous painting, he was there he was like taking out his weapon and kind of looking intimidating and everything. Here, this is a way more peaceful and a way more nicer picture than what he drew before. Yeah, and he has gifted it to these two. That was the end of this episode. However, in the end, after the post-credit scene, we get to see those guys. They're talking about like the Shishio group or something. Like they thought that this was like something that the Shishio group did. Obviously, like this is something that these few guys did. But the fact that they're bringing up this Shishio group makes me think that these guys will probably have to deal with them in the future. This Shishio group, they'll probably become a potential enemy. So yeah, let us see what happens. So that is it, guys. That is my reaction to episode 19 of Rurouni Kenshin. Like I said, today episode 20 came out. However, I'm 1 week lagging. So episode 19 reaction I did today. Next week I'm going to do episode 20 reaction. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 19 of Rurouni Kenshin. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.